A very warm welcome and heartfelt greetings to each and every one of you, my dear friends. I truly hope you have a wonderful day that is absolutely filled with peace, joy, and many wonderful blessings and prosperity. Thank you so much for being here today. And I also want to give thanks to the presence of my higher spirit that is always with me, deep within me, and constantly guiding me. Today we will continue our session together and explore further. This is a video about 101 questions we should ask ourselves to see if we are truly on the path of awareness, or whether we are asleep, waking up, or already awake. I wish you all could be here. This place is so peaceful, beautiful, and quiet. The trees truly seem to be talking to each other, and I hope I can pass on this positive energy to each and every one of you, my dear ones. In the previous video, we agreed to ask ourselves 14 questions and give ourselves a score. And today we are starting from 15 minutes. And so the real question is there still anyone out there? Is there really anyone at all in your life, quite honestly, whom you truly admire so deeply that you actually find yourself envying the life they lead and wish you could be in their place? Have you still not eliminated the feeling of envy and negativity within yourself, or do you still have it? It's okay if you do. If you do, the important thing is that we become aware of it and work to correct it within ourselves. The issue of envy and longing for someone else's life is that we don't realize that each of us has come into this world with different karma and circumstances. Every single one of us has personally chosen for ourselves exactly what this unique soul, dwelling within this physical body, truly needs and precisely where it should be in this life. We are here to learn and to finally come into this physical world. But the moment when we enter this world, we often get caught up in various material matters and start to lose our way. Not only do we completely forget who we once were and the specific reasons why we came here, but we also start the process of tormenting ourselves internally with jealousy, with competition, with blaming, with feelings of guilt, and all of these lower our vibration. So the fundamental objective of these 101 questions is for us to cultivate a deeper sense of awareness and significantly elevate our own vibration. Therefore, if you ever find yourself feeling deeply jealous of someone else, you really need to take a closer look at the situation. Just see, if you were actually standing in that person's exact place, would you truly notice all of their good qualities and their many wonderful blessings? The things you don't have, you see in them. It's like when some people go to a casino and see someone win. They only see that moment. They don't know how many times that person has lost before winning once. All those blessings you see in others, either they come from awareness or that person has gained them through a lot of hardship and effort. At this point, you need to honestly ask yourself, do I work as hard as that person? Do I know as much as that person does? Am I willing to carry that person's problems and hardships along with their successes? Because we don't know the personal lives of others, we only see the outward appearance of their situation. We talk about what they have, but we don't mention what they lack or what stages they've gone through. I encourage each of you, if you still have such feelings in your life, to sit down and reflect. Judge yourself honestly and get rid of this feeling. Envy doesn't benefit anyone, except for the person themselves. Moving on to point number 16, we have to ask, does the opinion and judgment of other people still truly matter to you? Or is it that you truly want to change your entire lifestyle for your own personal well-being? Or is it because someone else wants it, or because society expects you to live this way? Do you? If someone criticizes you, if one day someone says something that you don't like, now whether it's about your appearance, your lifestyle, or if someone criticizes the way you make money, your marriage, or anything else, do you get defensive? Or do you calmly say, that's your personal opinion? Right now, I'm in a place where I want to do this with my life. It is certainly true that sometimes other people's advice can be exceptionally helpful and very constructive for us. But in this life, if someone comes to you quite angrily and criticizes you harshly, and you feel deep down that the energy isn't coming from a good or sincere place, it is actually energy that comes from an unhealthy sense of jealousy or aggressive competition, from a place of, I don't approve of you. So it shouldn't affect you, because that person is not your friend at all. That person is not good at all. They don't want what's good for you, and you should just sit with this in silence and ask yourself, does other people's judgment matter to you? Does the way you dress, the way you live, the way you eat, are all of these things approved by you? I mean, are you satisfied with them yourself? Did you choose them yourself? Or is it that someone else influenced you and now you're suffering and doing those things? Point number 17 for your consideration is this. Do you still firmly hold on to the exact same beliefs and convictions that you had 20 years ago, or have you evolved? If your daily actions, your behaviors, your overall lifestyle, and the words you speak haven't changed at all from 20 years ago, then you must realize that if they haven't changed, you are truly among those who are deeply asleep, and you are counted among those who remain completely stagnant in their lives. And over the past 20 years, you've remained the same, you've been in stagnation, you haven't progressed. And if things have truly changed for you, please take a moment to take a very close look. See what specific changes you have made in your own life over the course of the past 20 years that have actually been effective, those that give you much more peace rather than more suffering, those that bring you more light and more brightness, and those that give you a significant boost, increasing your sense of hope. Or, on the other hand, have the things around you and outside of you made you feel more hopeless, much sadder, and even more depressed than before? Please sit down and write these observations down as well. On the left side of your paper, for number 18, write the following. What specific changes have I made in the past 20 years, and am I truly satisfied with these changes, or have they been negative for me? That is to say, have things outside of me made me not only not a better person, but actually a more hopeless and much lower energy person overall? Now, number 18 is, do you still hang pictures of the deceased on your walls at home today? And every single day you wake up and you think, someone who passed away over 20 years ago, whose soul has long since been freed and is now exactly where it wants to be, but you find that you are still stuck on this old photo, clinging to this one memory, and you're completely filled with a deep sense of regret. Keeping a photo of someone who is gone, hanging it on the wall at home, and looking at it every day. This is one of the issues that causes suffering for the departed soul, because they are neither free nor do they want to leave. The only issue they have with us is that they worry about us. They know we have physical needs. They know we are unaware. We have no idea how well they are, how happy they are, and they are not at all willing to return to this prison. Earth is a prison. Earth is a very difficult classroom. And the one who has left is free, it's over, they've ascended, and with that old connection of yours, you bring the energy of all that grief for the lost one into your home every day, even if you don't realize it. Reviewing this thoroughly may not be easy, especially in the first day or two, but gradually, little by little, Try to take those old photos down from the wall and put up happier ones, so that when you look at them in the morning, there's something that brightens you up, fills you with light, makes you happy, gives you energy, and think of it as a symbol of your lost loved one. It's as if they're telling you, have a good day, may your day be blessed. Write down the phrases that resonate with you, the words that you find interesting, make them big, put them on the wall, and say them out loud. This is from my loved one who has passed away, but seeing an old faded photo that's 20, 30, or 50 years old. I've seen that many people even create a sort of graveyard atmosphere in their room, in their living room. For example, they think this is showing respect to that person, but this is not respect. Respect means letting that soul go. It means I have accepted. It means I have bowed. It means I have surrendered in the face of this universal decision, this decision of my Creator. So, I'd also like you to review this problem number 18 and see exactly where you get stuck and don't quite know why. The next question you should ask yourself, which is number 19. Think about this for a moment. Do you truly have 10 different people, as many as the individual fingers on your two hands, within your own personal circle of trust and love, or perhaps not? That is to say, do you have 10 such special people in your life right now? These individuals are in your inner circle of trust, your deep circle of love. You trust them implicitly. You feel completely comfortable in their presence. You can talk to them about anything, and you are entirely confident, even with your eyes closed, that they truly have the best intentions for you. If you don't have this in your life, you likely have a receiving problem, because I'm absolutely sure there are people who love you, but you simply can't receive that love. You need to look for the deep root of that. Why can't I, among billions of people, find just 10 people I can trust? So the problem isn't with others. The problem is with me, that I haven't been able to choose those 10 people for myself. Pay close attention to that. If you have 3 people, write their names down and see what specific qualities they have. Then look around you and see who you want to get closer to, who you can give this important role, this special position to enter your circle of trust. Then you'll feel that you're finally letting go, that you have a problem because you're afraid to give and receive love. So try to open your heart and mind to the possibility of connection. You must receive it, truly receive love, and freely give love in return. And when this sacred circle happens deep within the heart, meaning that I consistently give love and I openly receive love, a profound transformation occurs into every single aspect of my life that raises my internal energy infinitely, brings a sense of boundless joy and lasting happiness, along with deep peace, quiet tranquility, and endless blessings. And then, immediately following this event, right after this happened, the next question arises. Do you have 3 close friends or not? Among everyone, it could be your sister, it could be your mother, it could be a neighbor, it could be a close friend. Do you have 3 friends? Close friends with whom you can speak comfortably, with whom you can easily open up and share your feelings, as if you're sitting alone at home thinking to yourself, and you're not afraid that your issues might come out, that the secrets of your life which you've hidden might be revealed, and you put pressure on yourself, thinking, no one should know these things about me. Can you comfortably share these things with 3 people in your life? And get advice from them. Get answers from them. Let them give you advice so you realize what you don't know. Is advice even the right word or not? But so that they can guide you and tell you that it's not like that at all, or that there's nothing wrong, there's no problem. Sometimes we keep certain issues inside us since childhood. I myself kept an issue to myself for about 4 years during my childhood. I used to hide it and thought that if I said anything, there would be trouble. Families would get involved. I would feel deeply ashamed or think it was entirely my fault. And after 4 long years, an issue suddenly came up that ultimately forced me to painfully confess, right there in the presence of my daughter. And a kind of relief came over me afterwards, making me wonder why I had suffered so much for those 4 years. What was it that made it so important to me? It was like the secret of my life. I didn't want anyone to know. If anything came close to that issue, I would run away so no one would ask me, and I wouldn't have to say anything. And when I finally spoke up, it was because it was in her best interest. I experienced this incredible feeling of freedom, such a profound sense of liberation. And from that moment onward, I started telling everyone I knew. Because I no longer felt any shame, any embarrassment, or any guilt about it, nothing at all. It was as if I wasn't even connected to that story. It was someone else, and I was just a witness. Do you have someone you can really sit down and talk to? Do you know who your real friends are? Who are the people you associate with? What do you teach each other? What do you give to each other? How much do you help each other to find ways forward? Or is it that after every meeting with someone we call a friend, the chains become even tighter? The chains wrap around us more. We become even more closed off. How much of an impact are you on each other's lives, or are you just having fun together? If you don't happen to have these 3 specific types of people in your life, you should at least try to find one single person with whom you can completely and truly be your authentic self. You need to find someone you can truly talk to, a person you deeply trust with your whole heart, so you can finally feel comfortably safe to express all those heavy things you have kept tightly locked up and hidden away deep inside yourself for so many years. And now, moving on to the next point, number 21 is this. Are you the first person to apologize if you make a mistake? Or are you so stubborn that you come up with thousands of reasons to justify yourself, trying to convince the other person that it wasn't your fault, that you didn't do it, that it was their fault? This is one of the most beautiful human qualities. It's that if I happen to make a mistake, I am fully prepared to admit that it was entirely my fault, offer a sincere apology, and make a conscious effort to ensure that I never repeat that same error again. The words "I'm sorry" really need to carry real weight and have a deep, sincere meaning behind them. I simply can't allow myself to make the exact same mistake every single day, over and over again. It's a disaster if I do it again, then very politely walk past and say, "I'm really sorry that this happened." You should be sorry once. The next time, don't repeat it and don't hurt that person in that way again. If it happens again, then I'm the one to blame. Do you truly apologize when you've made a significant mistake with someone else? Do you honestly have enough inner courage and self-confidence to go and make amends to rectify the situation? Even if you consider this person your enemy, or you have a lot of intense tension with each other, or you feel like you'll be belittled and judged, in reality, apologizing and admitting to a mistake makes a person appear more human and makes them much greater in the eyes of others. We all make mistakes from time to time. None of us can read someone else's mind all the time. Whether you did so with full conscious awareness, or perhaps completely unconsciously, intentionally, or unintentionally, we often hurt others. If we've done something wrong, we should always be the first to take a step forward, show humility, and sincerely apologize for our actions. Taking this step shows true strength of character and a deep respect for the feelings of those around us. The 22nd point for you to consider is this. Are all of your internal chakras perfectly balanced and fully active right now? Especially these 7 chakras, or actually, is it 6 chakras? because these need to be active for this chakra to be activated. Have you worked on your chakras? Do you not have an inner child issue? Do you not have a root problem? Do you ever find yourself having trouble achieving the specific goals and desires you have set for yourself? Do you find it easy to speak up clearly and confidently in various situations? Do you feel empowered to boldly and openly express exactly what you think? And do you also find that you can easily receive that previous matter we discussed as well? And do you easily give it as well? Do you often find yourself holding back and simply not saying the important things that truly need to be said right now? Or do you very easily defend yourself? Do you find that you can easily, openly and confidently express your opinions and clearly perceive the underlying truths of a situation? Are these chakras open? From the beginning, what is the root of who I am? What problems do I have? What things have I spiritualized? What do I need? What do I want? What have I said? What is my love? What is my desire? And what do I want from life? And how do I see life? When these centers are perfectly balanced and aligned, when they are truly free, and when they have been thoroughly purified and cleansed of all blockages, then, once the crown is finally in place, it starts to receive divine inspiration, and it begins to form a profound connection with the higher self. It starts to see things that are far beyond the limited scope of ordinary human perception. It sees them with absolute clarity. It speaks with truth, right? It talks to the world. It serves as a vital connection for spiritual and practical guidance, and without all of these essential internal elements being perfectly balanced and fully activated within your life, it is simply not possible to proceed. Moving forward to the next point, we have number 23. Are you still lying? Are you still telling lies to get your work done? Are you still hiding something? And do you present yourself differently so that you don't seem guilty? Are you still, for any deeply personal, emotional, friendly, marital, social, or professional and work-related reasons or circumstances? Do you still allow yourself to belittle and diminish your worth for an issue that is outside of your control and solvable, and then lie about it? Lying is one of the lowest possible vibrations, leading directly to a state of hopelessness. That is to say, when I lie, it is when I belittle myself in my own eyes and lose my self-respect. I say to myself, I did something, and I am just too ashamed to tell the truth. And this brings such darkness to our soul that our soul becomes depressed. If this body, why am I lying? We did something because it was an experience. But my body, my home, my soul is saying, my home has become dark, it's become dusty, it's become dirty. My time has passed, it's gone, I haven't gained anything. Do you still wear a mask? Do you show yourself differently somewhere else? Or do you show yourself differently somewhere else? Or are you showing your true self? And you don't lie no matter what, at any cost, no matter who it's for. I am simply not willing to tell a lie. Is this your fundamental rule for living? Or do you say, well, lying is just not possible, like one of your childhood friends? It's not like an electricity meter where you can count how many lies you've told in a day and say no one will find out. That kid didn't know. How do deceitful lies, hypocrisy, acts of theft, and masks create a profound distance between us and our own lives? They cast us even further away from our true selves. And then, when we grow up, we become depressed, we lose hope, we're not happy, we're not successful, we become jealous. because of the lies. If you want to lie, it means I don't take pride in myself. It means I don't accept myself. And honestly, having you by my side is far more significant and meaningful to me. I would willingly exchange my inner peace for all of this turmoil that is just about to happen, or even for this perceived deficiency in my own character that I now give myself. Whereas the principle of life should be like this: I should never, under any circumstances, let anyone disturb my peace. My inner peace and my joyful celebrations are all right here, within my most sacred and private home. And I will not ruin it. I will not ruin my home and my life today. My sacred home and life are here. My temple is here because my soul has a home here. So if you ever lied somewhere, which in some cultures, this is an incredibly common occurrence. In many business and financial matters, individuals often find it easy to stretch the truth just to sell something. For a single day's income, you have no idea how much genuine honesty can significantly boost your overall sales performance. Ultimately, honesty brings you a loyal base of future customers. How much confidence does it give you? It increases your light, and everyone can see and feel this energy, more or less. So if for any reason you find yourself lying, even a small lie, like being late somewhere, you shouldn't have deposited a deposit late at the bank. You should explain everything to your boss. Whatever the issue is, tell the truth. You'll immediately notice that the other person starts to have a certain respect for you. When you lie, either they realize it but don't say anything, or they confront you about it, or sometimes not at all from that. That incredibly beautiful and profound feeling of absolute trust completely vanishes and fades away into nothingness. Consequently, telling a lie holds no real value or merit in this world at all. Even a single tiny copper penny is worth significantly more than the act of telling a massive deceptive lie. Write this down and say that at the very least. For 1 week, for no reason and under no circumstances, I will not lie, and carry this out for a week. Then 2 weeks, then 3 weeks, and after that it becomes a habit, and the peace that comes to you makes you unwilling to ever go back to your old ways. Now, the 24th issue on our list is, do you practice meditation? And if you do meditate, do you buy meditation sessions? Meditation has become marketing. Meditation has turned into a business. It's a business that people have especially been making money from over the past 6 years. Someone attends a Joe Dispenza session once, imitates his meditation, and uploads it to YouTube. They get 1 million followers. This is the unique environment that Dr. Joe Dispenza creates. In that specific environment, surrounded by thousands of skilled technicians, dedicated leaf specialists, professional music specialists, and the powerful internal energy of the person themselves. I can't come and exaggerate and say, I went to that class once and now I'm connected. Connecting to the Pleiadians, this has become trendy now. Everyone connects to the Pleiadians. They attend one session and then all open YouTube. And they've become spiritual masters. You don't become a master by imitating someone else. A spiritual master is made through their own insights, not by copying others. Then, quite suddenly, they begin selling spiritual energy, selling deep meditation, and selling absolutely everything imaginable. And the higher the asking price becomes, they think they'll reach the point of connecting with their true self faster, that their kundalini will awaken and their third eye will open. All of this is just business. Personally, I have never meditated with anyone else's meditation. Sometimes I might immerse myself in the complex beauty of classical symphonies, but my deepest meditation is found in the peaceful stillness of silence. For me, it is the rhythmic, eternal sound of the sea, and I truly hope you get the chance to hear that peace for yourself. It's the sound of water, the sound of nature, the sound of the Creator beneath the trees. For me, true meditation is found only when I am deeply immersed in the beauty of nature. I find that meditation led by someone who artificially softens their voice and pretends to be a spiritual person in no way connects me to my own higher self. This is just clever marketing. It is simply selling a product to others' ignorance. It feels completely disconnected from the authentic peace that the natural world provides me every day. Let me give you an example. Imagine you're sitting around a table with your parents, your aunts and uncles, your children, and some distant relatives. Everyone is gathered together, grandmother, grandfather, everyone, eating, talking, and laughing, and you want to say something. Do you actually stop yourself right there and choose not to say it? Even if it is just a simple little joke? Or maybe you really want to give a nice compliment to your grandmother. I'm not saying you stay silent and think, let me check my calendar to see if it's the beginning or end of the month. If it's not the beginning of the month, then I can't say this because I'm only supposed to speak at the beginning of the month. Now, this is just a small example involving the entire family. But now I want to talk to my Creator. I want to talk to my higher self, the self that is me, but greater than me. Do I have to wait until morning for it to be the beginning of the month? And definitely by Ms. or Mr. So-and-so's meditation, which they mention 100 times in their videos? Today, the stars are aligned in such a way that you can use such and such meditation. Talking to your higher self, talking to God, doesn't require it to be the beginning, middle, or end of the month, and you don't need a film for it. Even in my very own film, I find that I talk to my Creator just as comfortably and naturally as I would talk to my dear father, my young child, my favorite aunt, or even my own sister. On other days, when we sit down to talk, it is deeply about the process of cleansing my soul, confiding my deepest secrets, turning my focus inward, and having a long, private conversation with my higher self and my God. I truly do not need a stranger's voice, that is to say, some professional dealer, a busy broker, or any kind of religious intermediary to step in and come between me and my God, to set a specific date for me to pray, and then have me pay them a significant fee for their services, and then wait for their approval. Get closer to my higher self through their voice. Now, what kind of energy are they giving me, and what kind of energy am I giving to a self that knows me, a self that is within me? Who is this intermediary in the middle? This is awareness. This is walking the wrong path. This is a path that will never lead to peace. You might, because you trust this process, say that yes, so-and-so's voice takes me somewhere else. But you never tried to reach elevation with your own voice, with your own silence, to reach growth. No, I paid money. For this, I have to listen. Every day it takes me somewhere else. And if you truly want to listen to some music, please make absolutely sure it is music without any vocals at all. Just pure instrumental music, with no lyrical content and no spoken words in it whatsoever. By doing this, you are effectively connecting with God and deeply connecting with your own higher self in a state of total peace. Doesn't need an intermediary. It doesn't need money. These are all part of the matrix. If you want to go to heaven, do you have to pay money to the mosque or church? If you want to, Now, they've brought the same superstitions into spirituality again, haven't they? If you want to become a spiritual person, if you want your chakras to open, if you want your inner child to be healed, you have to pay me for meditation, and through that, I will heal you. Sit down and calculate for yourselves. Think carefully and see exactly what matrix-like games these spiritual teachers you believe in are playing on you. Meditation, sitting by the sea. Silence. I do not require any sort of trickery, just to clearly hear its voice, the one that tells me, forgive your inner child. You are here, I am there. All of this is just business. All of this is just a way to make money off of other people's ignorance. And now, moving right along to item number 25 on our list. Do you consistently find yourself waking up very early in the quiet hours of the morning and perhaps wondering what the rest of the day might actually hold for you? Half an hour? Do you actually make a point to set aside some time for yourself? If you don't focus on yourself during the first half hour after you wake up, even if you have kids, even if you have to take your child to school, even if you have to go to work, wake up half an hour earlier, go to bed half an hour earlier at night. The first half hour, whatever habit you have, drink water, have coffee, have tea, do whatever you want to do. In the first half hour after you wake up, don't rush anywhere. Sit somewhere quietly, keep your hands to yourself, and decide, this is what I'm going to do. I can't tell you what to eat or what to do, but for half an hour, stay silent. Don't touch your phone. Don't watch TV. Don't listen to the news. Don't talk to anyone. At the very least, let it be half an hour just for yourself to enjoy your own company. If you continue this half hour of calm throughout the day, the best moment for you will be that same half hour in the morning, right after you wake up, when you meet the dearest person in your life, someone you may have forgotten. And that person is yourself. There is no one in the world dearer to me than myself. If I am not here, no one knows what I am going through. So, when the pulse of life takes me to that place where it's first me, second me, third me, not selfishness, not arrogance, but first me and my desires, first my happiness, and then others. When I don't have bread in my own hands, how can I give you bread? How can I fool myself and say I'm giving you bread? Like many teachers I know who are sad, meaning they still haven't come to terms with their own problems, yet they go and hold seminars. You can see the sadness in them. You can see it in their faces, in their chakras, in their movements. You can see the frustration and anger at the world in them. Or you clearly see that aggression in the specific manner in which they speak. Then they come to you and offer their guidance, teaching you exactly how to find true inner peace and how to deeply connect with your own higher self. Now, if I choose to spend this entire half hour in complete solitude with the single best person on this earth, which I truly believe is myself, I can find a profound sense of clarity. Away from all the rules, or away from myself. Just enjoying quiet time with myself, letting myself rest, asking how I am truly doing, asking about my daily plans, my own very best friend. Today, what should we do together? What do you feel like doing today? And then, quite suddenly, you step back into the incredibly noisy, chaotic, and overwhelming world of modern society. But this brief moment of reflection gives us the profound inner strength required to face absolutely anything that comes our way during the other 23 hours of the day. We can solve every problem, we can find a deep sense of lasting peace, and we can truly rediscover our purpose amidst the constant noise and the endless distractions of our busy lives. It's very important. Are you the person actively making your own choices, or are you simply standing by and waiting to be chosen? Whether it's about the thrill of pure excitement, the journey of finding a lifelong spouse, receiving an invitation to a grand party, navigating through high society, or attending just about any other kind of social event. Is it possible that I make these specific choices simply because I have a lot of options? Do I have a lot of options? I carefully choose my closest friends, and I choose my spouse from among the thousands of people who truly want me. I choose this specific job even when there are thousands of other career opportunities available to me. Or is it actually the case that no one wants me at all, and I just sit alone at home in silence, waiting until someone finally comes along and knocks on my door and chooses me? Which one are you? If you're one of those people who waits to be chosen, take a little bit of time to think and reflect about your own personal character. If you don't get invited anywhere, and the moment you do get invited, you immediately go, think about it a little. It should be something you do with pride, the person who invites you. Essentially, it means it is a profound honor for them that you even consider going. It is truly a significant honor for a potential partner that you tell them, yes, I will certainly try to go on a date with you, just to see if you are actually up to my high standards or not. When I approach a new job opportunity, I look at it not as them simply interviewing me. I actually go in there to interview that company myself, to see if they are truly meeting my personal professional standards and expectations or not. Are they honest? Have they reached that level in their sales? Are they professional? Is it even a reputable company? We've gotten used to being the ones who are chosen. So from today onward, those who hear my voice, if they're in that category where they're just waiting to be chosen, they should review their work. What am I lacking in my personality? What weaknesses do I have that I should just sit and wait for some man or woman to choose me? Video. We're wrapping up today because people get surprised here and the simple-minded ones don't come to sit. Behind me, like that gentleman who came a few minutes ago, sat down quietly, and then I noticed he was upset. So I asked him to leave because I said you'll appear in the video and it might be a problem. If you're upset yourself, it's getting crowded here, so I'm finishing the video today. I entrust you, my dear ones, to my great Creator. Until the next video, I leave all of you in the care of my great God. Have a wonderful day.